What's up? This is another video from Exotic Sports. This is a WWE video. And later on this month, the Royal Rumble is going to happen. I thought it would be a good idea to go over, some of the best people to ever enter the Royal Rumble and win it. So today we're going to have the top 5 best Royal Rumble winners since 1998, of course.
Ladies and gentlemen, that bell was just a reminder as we prepare for takeoff towards the upcoming video to strap in your subscribe button and activate your like button for a smooth takeoff. Enjoy your flight with Exotic Sports.
So look, when I say best Royal Rumble winner, the criteria is you have to, of course, win the Royal Rumble, obviously. But you have to win, not only do you have to win the title match at WrestleMania, you have to have a good reign afterwards. So we're going to get right into it, top 5. Number 5 is going to be the most recent one to win it, Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre just won the Royal Rumble, and in my opinion, I liked his match against Brock Lesnar. I know it was a finisher fest, but in my opinion, it was really good, and the Royal Rumble match itself was really good. And he eliminated Brock Lesnar after Ricochet low-blowed him. I really like that. Drew McIntyre was a very good Royal Rumble winner, and he went on to WrestleMania to defeat Brock Lesnar, and he had a great, in my opinion, a great WWE Championship reign. He lost for a few weeks, but of course now he has it back, and he is becoming one of the biggest stars in WWE right now. And so that's number 5 right there, Drew McIntyre. Number 4, The Undertaker. Now, The Undertaker was in WWE from 1990 until, I guess, 2020. But The Undertaker never won a Royal Rumble match until 2007. And when he did win it, it was a great match. Great match as in there was a lot of good people in it. But anyway, the end of the match came down to him and Shawn Michaels. And this was the first time they had even touched since Shawn Michaels came out of retirement. Back in when he came back in 2002 out of retirement. This was the first time that they had even touched. So this was like, they had like a mini match in the Royal Rumble where Undertaker ended up winning. And, I thought it was really good. The Undertaker ended up winning and going on to WrestleMania to face Batista and win the world title. And yeah, this kind of, this might disagree with my criteria, but he only held the title for 37 days, but it was because of an injury, and when he came back, later on he ended up winning the title, but it was The Undertaker, and he finally won it, and, in that match with Batista, in my opinion, just stole the show at WrestleMania 23. So that's Undertaker. Number 3, I'm going to go with Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar won the Royal Rumble back in 2003, less than a year after he debuted. He had already became WWE champion beforehand, but he was screwed out of the title by Big Show and Paul Heyman. But by the Royal Rumble, Kurt Angle was now a heel, and he was WWE champion. Brock Lesnar ended up winning the Royal Rumble and defeating Kurt Angle, and it was a really good rivalry heading into WrestleMania between Kurt Angle and Brock Lesnar. It went all the way to September of 03, but anyway, the WrestleMania match was really good, and that's where Brock Lesnar picked up the title from Kurt Angle. He then went on to face him in a rematch at Vengeance in a triple threat, also involving Big Show and all that. Brock Lesnar held the title until Vengeance. He lost it to Kurt, but then he would end up winning it back in September, and he held it till February of the next year. So, it really did a lot of good things for Brock Lesnar in his career. Great match at WrestleMania between him and Kurt Angle once again, and that's why Brock Lesnar is number 3 on this list. Number 2 on this list is Stone Cold. Now, I'm pretty sure Stone Cold won at least one Royal Rumble before 1998. Nonetheless, though, my favorite, he won 3 different Rumbles, so he had to be on the list regardless. My favorite Stone Cold Royal Rumble win was 2001. Well, he won in 2001, and then he went on to, because I think that was right when he came back after his injury. So he finally came back and then went on to face The Rock. and then he turned heel at WrestleMania and aligned himself with Vince McMahon, became a heel, and that's one of my favorite iterations of Stone Cold, you know, during the Invasion storyline and all that. So I really liked it. And the match they had, man, it was bloody, you know, that shit was, you know, it was a really good match. Stone Cold and The Rock, you know, two of the greatest of all time. Stone Cold would go on to win the Royal Rumble and the title, you know, as the criteria, you know, demanded. And he had a really good title reign. It was actually the longest title reign that he ever had in WWE as WWE champion. I think he held it from, I think WrestleMania was either in March or April, and he held it until September. Yeah, he held it till September. But anyway, Stone Cold, really good Royal Rumble winner. I say Kurt Angle because he had lost it to Kurt Angle. But Stone Cold, really good Royal Rumble winner multiple times. Stone Cold, second best winner on the list. Now, this might be controversial just because of the second time he won it, but I'm really more focused on the first time he won shit. The best Royal Rumble winner, in my opinion, is Batista. Batista, in 2005, when he won that Royal Rumble match, that turned him into just being Triple H's bodyguard to being one of the top stars in WWE history. That's just my opinion. Batista won the Royal Rumble in controversial fashion when he and John Cena both went over the top rope at the same time, but the match was restarted and Batista was able to get the win and throw John Cena over the top rope, right? So once he did that, Batista went into he could choose either the WWE Championship from SmackDown or he could choose the world title from Raw. But the only thing was, his mentor, his Evolution buddy, Triple H, was the world champion on Raw. But on SmackDown, you had JBL. And Batista was really turning into a face, and both of the world champions were heels. So you really didn't know who he was going to face. There was even like a staged attack when Batista showed up on SmackDown by JBL, but it was really by Triple H. It turned out to be. But it was Triple H and JBL's limo, something like that. Anyway, and Batista ended up choosing Triple H to face at WrestleMania for the world title. He turned on Evolution and turned face, and at that point, Batista won that title. He won that title at WrestleMania 21, and he never looked back, man. He held that title for 282 days, and the only reason he lost it was because of injury. I think he would have held it for over a year. Batista was the man. I still think that he is the greatest Royal Rumble winner I just think the Royal Rumble did more for his career than it did for anybody else's career, if you get what I'm saying. In 2014, look at the good part. You know, he was in a match with Daniel Bryan and he tapped out to Daniel Bryan. You know, and that was a cool thing to see. You know, Batista wins the Royal Rumble, but Daniel Bryan ends up making him tap out to win the WWE title. It was pretty cool in my opinion. And I'm not even the biggest Daniel Bryan fan at that. But yeah, man, Batista, number one Royal Rumble winner. And that's going to be the video today. Top 5 best Royal Rumble winners.